get up close with Gigi Dixon of Wachovia to talk about their involvement in the HBCU Empower Me Tour. Plus, we get the pulse of the people about the impact of the HBCU Empower Me Tour in Charlotte. We get inside the tour zone and talk with best-selling author Omar Tyree and R&B sensation Calvin Richardson, along with students talking about their HBCU experience and the importance of financial literacy. And Hill gets one-on-one with John C. Smith student Jermaine Gasaway to talk about his life story and the impact John C. Smith has had on his life. And in today's spotlight,
call that a frame or framework, right? So they're going to start putting up a framework and attach the framework to the foundation.
All that and more today on Empower Me TV. The Self Show starts now.
Hey, you're up close with Wachovia. I'm sitting down with Gigi Dixon. Let's talk about why Wachovia got involved with the UNCF and the Empower Me Tour.
Wachovia Foundation is actually the funder, the underwriter for the Hill Harper portion of this tour. And the reason why we got involved is because we have a very strong commitment to financial education for really all people. We also understand that the earlier young people learn about their finances and understand the importance of maintaining a good credit score and managing their budget, bottom line, the better.
Okay. And how important is it for you guys to bring what you're doing to HBCU campuses?
It's very important to bring this information to historically black colleges and universities. Oftentimes, and it's not really specific to HBCUs, it's really all college students, but especially in the African American community, oftentimes there's just not access to the kind of quality information, motivation, and inspiration to really understand finance, to understand how it works in your life, how it positions you to be able to get good products, good services at good affordable prices.
Okay. And why Hill Harper?
Hill Harper is just a great friend of Wachovia, and also Hill has a great story to tell. He's an acclaimed actor. He's an author of 2 New York Times bestsellers. Each one of those books specifically targets young people, and it really challenges young people to manifest their destiny or define who it is they want to be, and then to go about doing those things that will help them achieve their life goals. He has a real passion for wealth building and wealth building in the minority community, and so he's just a perfect fit for this tour.
Okay. And what are some of the goals that you guys hope to accomplish during this tour?
Some of the things that the Wachovia Foundation really wants to accomplish during this tour are, number 1, to get young people's attention. Number 2, to give them great, insightful wisdom around their finances. Number 3, get them excited about coming out into the world of work, and that's what the sponsored side of this tour is about, the tour zone. Let them meet people from major corporations who look like them, who've gone to HBCUs in many cases, and who've done some really great things. And then finally, we want to follow up this tour with professionals from Wachovia who can come back onto the campus and provide additional financial literacy seminars just to keep the ball rolling.
And speaking of seminars, you guys hold a seminar called How to Save $1 Million, right?
Exactly, How to Save $1 Million.
Tell us about that.
Well, the seminar is really a great seminar. The $1 million, of course, gets people's attention.
Right.
And the mere fact that through compound interest and understanding how setting aside not a really huge amount of money over a long period of time can really add up and give you a nice nest egg for making your first investment in a home, in a car, in those things that would help you to navigate and also help you build wealth.
Good. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts are that this tour has been fantastic. It's been everything that we thought it could be. We have reached out and touched over 5,000 students over the past 8 months. We have gone to over 11 locations, and we've got a lot farther to go. We believe that Hill Harper has gotten as much out of it as we have because he's very busy about the business of his foundation, Manifest Your Destiny. And, just great things are happening. We've got a web portal that's under construction with Hill, such that we'll be able to have some leave-behind information online and access for, a social networking community, which young people are very, very engaged in that kind of activity. So overall, awesome. Couldn't have been better. Hope to do more.
you can always be inspired at any age level by what he's saying. And actually, he just reaffirmed things that I already, knew about myself, and I actually practice in my everyday life. So that's why I'm here to support him, because what I think he's doing is awesome, and he's just a great role model for not only, teens, but for adults. For me, he's a great role model for me.
You brought out a group of young people today. How significant, how important was it for them to hear this message?
Well, it was very important. In fact, I brought out 5 middle schools: Bishop Spa, Sedgeville Middle, Wilson, J.T. Williams, and Ranson. And all of my schools are Title I. It's very important for those students to get here, to understand that they can achieve anything that they feel like they can achieve. And he kind of instilled that. He instilled that for them, and I'm sure when we get back Monday, we're going to talk about it and focus on it, and it's just going to be awesome. It was an awesome experience for them. One of my team members already called me and told me how much her children enjoyed it, and so it's just unbelievable, and we appreciate him coming here for free.
Well, being an active architect of your life, empowerment, education, those are active things you need to do to be successful. I thought it was really empowering.
Well, first of all, I really wish my daughter was here. Her name is London, and I see where this book is going to be a powerful book, and I really gleaned from it myself as a parent, not only just her being here, but me to be a model, for me to sit and not only just sit in front of a TV, but also be a model to her, actually show her that I am an advocate for education, and I do read myself. So
UNCF presents the HBCU Empowerment Tour, hosted by actor and best-selling author Hill Harper. The HBCU Empowerment Tour is designed to empower a movement among all young people, motivating them towards academic excellence and personal responsibility, and focusing them on building financial knowledge and assets to chart their own destiny. The tour also featured the HBCU Empowerment Tour Zone, where students will get the Hollywood experience, have your picture taken on the red carpet, meet corporate recruiters, and enjoy giveaways from our sponsors. For more information, tour dates, and to register, log on to empowermenttour.org.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Hill Harper, Johnson C. Smith. Wow. Okay, I'm here with Jermaine Gassaway. And Jermaine, first of all, introduce yourself. Tell folks your major, where you in school. Tell them, just give them a sense of who you are and what year you are in school and everything.
I'm Jermaine Gassaway. I'm from Washington, D.C. I'm a double major, banking and finance and economics. I'm a junior at Johnson C. Smith University.
Okay, fantastic. Now, I was an econ major, and I double majored myself as well with sociology and economics. Could you tell folks out there what made you decide to major in economics, finance?
Well, I knew when I was in high school that I wanted to always major in finance and economics, and I came to Johnson C. Smith, and I knew that Charlotte was the banking capital of the world. So I felt like it was a great opportunity, first of all, to not only reach back to my community, but to try to enlighten other African Americans about the financial industry, because it's not. I feel like we're underrepresented in the financial service industry.
Okay, and so when we think about HBCUs specifically, what made you decide to attend Johnson C. Smith University versus there are other colleges and universities in the general area? So what was the thought process that led you to making that decision to go to Johnson C. Smith specifically?
Well, I mean, that was pretty simple. Like I said, I knew that Charlotte was the banking capital of the world, and I knew that I wanted to double major in finance and economics, and why not come and get an education right in the heart of the banking capital of the world, which was Charlotte. And Johnson C. Smith, each student receives their own IBM laptop, so that was another bonus, and that was something else that brought me to Johnson C. Smith. And I guess the atmosphere, when I got on campus, I felt welcome. I felt like it was a family-oriented atmosphere, and that's where I felt that I would be more successful at.
Now, did you come and did you visit other universities in making your decision?
I did. I did visit other universities, and I just felt
all HBCUs.
All HBCUs.
Okay.
So I knew from my childhood that I wanted to attend the HBCU. I've looked at several leaders in society that attended HBCUs, and I felt like that's where I was needed. That's where I could receive the best education.
Could you explain what you believe the overall value of HBCUs are? Are they needed? Some people try to say maybe they're not needed anymore. Are they needed?
Certainly, I feel HBCUs are needed. There are many things. Many students come because most students from HBCUs, they come from different economic backgrounds, and they want to be around persons of the same background as them, because that's where they feel they can achieve more. That's where they feel that they can not only learn about their roots, but also give back to the community. And I feel HBCUs they do a great job at giving back to the community. They do a great job at providing opportunities for other students. So HBCUs are needed.
You got red carpet, interviews, prizes, sponsors. Let's get inside the Tour Zone.
Hey, we're on the campus of Johnson C. Smith University on UNCF's HBCU Empower Me Tour. I'm with my man Isaiah. Let's talk about your HBCU college experience, man. How has that been for you?
Attending the HBCU has been a very unique and strong experience for me, because you're around people that understand you,
right,
and live the same life to a certain extent and had the same experiences as you.
Okay.
So you can relate.
Let's talk about education. How important is it for our young people?
I think education is very important. I think it's the only way that we can get to where we actually want to be in life. Without education, I just don't feel that you will excel as much. So I think it's very important.
Okay. You're a college student?
Yes.
What are you majoring?
I'm majoring in accounting and minoring in finance.
Why accounting?
Actually, I like math.
And let's talk about some of your setbacks, some of your obstacles, some of the things that you have to face as an entertainer.
Even still, as an entertainer, man, like there's a lot of doors, that we still knocking on, is trying to get into, man. I mean, as far as getting a record on the radio, it's not as easy as making a record and just taking it to the radio station or sending it out and getting it played. You know what I mean? It's not as easy as a lot of people would think, shooting a video and then getting that video on BET. There's a lot of politics behind that, man. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's a long road, man. There's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes
that they don't know about.
And frankly, it's a good thing for them to know about it. And the only way they're gonna know about it is, like you said, artists like myself, entertainers. They speak on that.
What are some of the things you think you'll learn from Hill Harper today?
You know what? Drive and determination. Like I said, it's one thing to have a dream, but if you don't have that encouragement and somebody to lift that foundation to encourage you to reach what you want to do, I don't think it's successful, but it's helpful to have that encouragement. So just to hear his voice, his aspirations. Look, I can do this. Helps me to press and say, okay, I was able to get triple majors in 4 years. Yes, it was hard, but it was something that I set and I was able to attain.
Well, education allows you to come up with the new ideas that are going to be marketable and, avail them to be successful entrepreneurs, business people, whatever they do. If you don't have any ideas, you can't come up with anything that's going to move the world. So education just expands the brain cells to the point where you can create things that are going to be valuable. So, education has always been the key. I went to the University of Pittsburgh, graduated from Howard University, and I pushed literature extremely hard. So, I'm one of those individuals that runs his mouth about making sure that you got your brains intact. So.
This is what a black car looks like. It's a black car from American Express. Okay? Here. And so, but that card is nothing to brag about, although it is a useful tool foundationally. And let me explain why. It's a useful tool foundationally because it reduces the cost to me of gaining more money. And what do I mean by that? I mean that the amount of interest I may be charged for certain investments, like buying my house and other things, is tied to how much available credit I have in my possession that I'm not using. So a bank will charge me a level of interest for money for a business or for a home purchase. The amount of interest they charge me has a relationship to the amount of available credit I have that I am not using. So if I have a card that has unlimited credit, the cost of a bank giving me money for future investments is very low. Does that make sense? This is a relatively sophisticated idea about money that we're kind of going to get to later. But that's the purpose of that card. It's not something that to be bragged about because it's a credit card. Because the idea is if you own the company, that's something to brag about. Or if you had so much wealth that you actually didn't even need a credit card and you had cash.
UNCF joins FAMU for Be Out Day as the HBCU Empowerment Tour lands in Tallahassee, Florida, Saturday, April 4th. On the set, located on the campus of FAMU in front of the H. Manning Efferson Student Union Building. Get inside the tour zone with TV personality Mo Stiegel of The Self Show. Have your picture taken on the red carpet, meet corporate recruiters, and enjoy prizes and giveaways from our sponsors. Registration is free, but required. You may register on site or by visiting www.empowermetour.org. Plus a conversation with Hill.
They never talk about the journey. So when you have young people who are attempting to achieve the same thing, running into setbacks, they're like, how come I'm running into setbacks and Hova didn't have any?
All that and more when UNCF joins FAMU for Be Out Day, Saturday, April 4th on the set, located on the campus of FAMU in front of the H. Manning Efferson Student Union Building. Don't miss your chance to be empowered.